question.
Yes.
Like, for the ones that are fractions, like, do you just simplify each fraction differently and then multiply them? That's what I did.
I don't know the answer. I see a problem. So let's do this one first, okay? Don't be sorry. Okay, so similar kind of a thing here. I have a radical in my denominator and I have to get rid of it. So I'm going to multiply by the conjugate.
So you multiply by the conjugate when there's like more than one thing going on, like it's not just a radical?
Yes. If the denominator is a binomial,
okay,
then I'm going to multiply by the conjugate.
all right.
If the denominator is a monomial with only the radical sign on the bottom, then all I need to do is multiply by the radical.
Okay.
Okay. But if it's a binomial, the only way to get rid of it is to multiply by the conjugate, because if I just multiply the top and bottom by radical 7, what I'm going to have on my denominator here is I'm going to have 5 radical 7 plus 2 times 7, but I'm basically just transferring my problem from, the 2 to the 5, and I'm not really doing anything to get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would do 5 minus 2 root 7?
That's exactly right.
Okay. And then you would FOIL, that's how you get it to cancel out. Okay.
That is right. Should I do that out?
Can you just FOIL
Yeah.
as far as
Okay. So I'm going to multiply times 5 plus 2 radical 7 minus, thank you. I almost caught it before somebody else did, but Okay, 5 minus 2 radical 7. So my numerator is going to be 15, then I'm going to go outer, minus 6 times 7. No. 6 radical 7. 6 radical 7. And then my inner is going to be minus 5 radical 7. And then my last is going to be positive 2 times 7. Is everybody okay with that? That's my numerator. That's my numerator, because I have radical 7 times 2 radical 7. So my 2 is not being multiplied by anything, but my radical 7 times my radical 7 is going to give me a 7. And then my denominator is going to be 25 minus 4 times 7.
Wait, how did you do that times 7 at the end?
Okay, so at the end here, this one right here, 4 times 7?
The one on top.
Okay, so if I have radical 7 times 2 radical 7, okay, and that's the same thing as 2 times radical 7 times radical 7, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just kind of flip them around until it looks like something that makes sense.
Yeah.
Use the commutative property of multiplication. Okay. So so this gives me 15 minus 11 radical 7, because I have 6 cows and 5 cows. They're both negative, right? So I have 6 radical 7s and 5 radical 7s. That's negative 11 radical 7s. Plus 14 over 25 minus 28. So that gives me 29 minus 11 radical 7 over negative 3. And there isn't anything I can do to simplify that at all.
And you can leave the negative in the denominator, right?
Yes, you could leave the negative in the denominator. I don't really have a problem with that.
Should the square root sign go first, or the
The rational number versus the irrational number. Convention is that the rational number goes first and the irrational number goes second. I'm not going to take off any points for it, but if you want to speak math, that's the way you would write it. Yeah, Julie.
I mean, when you got negative 11, I thought that you wouldn't be able to have, you wouldn't have the right to just combine those two, because I feel like I thought they have their own little, I don't want to say compounds, but their own,
If it's the same root though, like if it's like root 7, we combine those with root 7, but if it's like root 5 and root 3, then
Oh,
no.
okay. So if
They're
it's
like
different.
different.
That's exactly right. If it's a different root, then you couldn't do it. But again, there's a cow and there's a cow. They're the same cow, radical 7. If it was a radical 5 and a radical 7, no. I can't subtract radical 5 from radical 7. They're two different irrational numbers. But I have, that is a irrational number, and that is the same irrational number, and I have 6 of those and 5 of those. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that good? Are we good with that? Okay.